The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Woodard going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to serve in the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass, exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Set, ready. Number 38.
First down, here's Mitchell. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Lance. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Woodard. This is complete to Hawkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Seahawks sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Back deep, Ray McLeod.
It He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
McLeod to return it.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Able to find Gray here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Back in the play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Here's Walker.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Again, Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
To throw, it's Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Come on.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On the double.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. That's complete left side to Gray. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Off play action. Woodard. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Here's McLeod on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
17. On the ball.
And Lance now to throw.
This one caught by Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Ready, go.
Now Lance. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. After the sack on first down, Lance over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Patterson's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything.
That's caught inside the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kick kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Lance. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Woodard going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The football will come out to the 25 as McCloud will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We got this.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Lance now on first down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, it's Lance. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to drop that one free.
A final shot before half for Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween, and trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Defense, one stop.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hawkins. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Option play, they'll give to Walker. And some room to work. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
They go play action here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On play action, Lance. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Running the slant, Gray with it. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Down.
On first down, Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The Lance going to throw. This complete to Mitchell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll run with Mitchell. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. 2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back to Walker on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Hawkins. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
From the gun, it's Walker. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Hawkins. And he'll be out of bounds. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Starting to look like this drive may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Seahawks are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Hut. Drill 52. Ready?
They run over center with Mitchell, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders get to him now, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in his ballgame. Collectively as a defense, Charles, I don't think you get 4 sacks a game. You're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.